What is going on here? Well, if you see, there's one light fixture here with the cover off, and I've got my construction light on. Let's see what happens if I turn my construction light off. Okay. This is all the light we get in the laundry room. This is where the washer and dryer is, and I've got the door closed and I've got my ladder in here because wifey is down doing a yoga class downstairs and they're almost finishing. I want to get this done. It's already dark outside, as you can see, and I need to replace some fluorescent light fixture bulbs. You want to watch that? Stick around. Now, when you get ready to replace bulbs, you might think, oh yeah, I know what to get. I'll just run down to the hardware store and get some 4-footers and I'll be fine. Well, do you actually know how many you're going to need? Now, see how wide this thing is? Can you honestly look at this and see how many bulbs are in here? Now, I know at least one is probably burned out in here. And this wasn't on at all, so that told me all 4 of those had burned out. Okay, and I'm glad I took the cover off because I thought these bulbs were going to be a different diameter. Now see those? I'm going to turn my construction light back on. Let's see if we get a little bit more light in here. Is that better? Okay, see these bulbs here? See how thin looking they are? Well, not all fluorescent bulbs are this thin. Look at this. This is the one I took out. See that? You might not be able to tell how thin this is unless I had a bigger bulb next to it. Now, years ago, the bulbs were about this big. This is called a T8 light bulb, fluorescent, and they have T12s. And these are the ones that I'm going to be replacing. Now see here, these say 32 watt and it says T8s. And my suggestion would be when you go down to the store, you take one of your old bulbs with you and you line it up and you get the same type. Now, you probably can't, well, maybe you can read it. See there? That's where you're going to see all the stuff. And right there, I think it says F32 T8 on there. I don't know if you can see that or not. Okay? But not, like I say, not all bulbs are created equal. You've got some bulbs, see this? That you got 2 little prongs here. Some bulbs only have 1 prong in the middle and one side's fixed. And on the other end of the bulb, you can depress it in. You don't, for this particular light fixture, of course we don't need those. And you can't just go and take and put in a fatter bulb because first off, it may not fit into the little grooves and maybe it will, but you don't want to take a fatter tube, and the fatter tubes are called T12s. You don't want to take a T12 bulb and replace it where you've got the T8s. See, this is called T8 fluorescent, all right? And vice versa. You don't want to take, if these were all the T12 bulbs, you wouldn't want to take a couple out and put the T8s. The T8s will fit. These will fit generally in the same location as the fatter bulbs, but they may not last very long because the ballasts are not set up properly for that. And when the power goes in there, maybe your thinner bulbs will last, I don't know, a week and a half, 2 weeks, and then they might burn out. You might think, what's going on here? I just replaced those bulbs. Well, you can't interchange those like that in the old days and in the current days. Now the funny thing is, I went to the store and I saw some of these, and they had 2 or 3 different types, and these cost $4.50 each, and this was a 10-pack, And I only needed 8. Now, it's probably cheaper to buy a 10-pack than it is to buy 8 individual bulbs or something. And you might be able to get these in 2-packs, 4-packs, 6-packs. I thought they might have an 8-pack at the store, but they had a 10-pack, and that's okay. I've got some other fluorescent bulbs like this in the garage, and I'm sure they're probably going to be the T8 bulbs like this, because whatever you see in your house, chances are all of your fluorescent light bulbs are going to be the same size. Now, this house was built about in 2000, and I would have thought that they would have the fatter bulbs. So that tells me the ones in the garage, I've got an issue with one in the garage. I can probably use the other 2 out in the garage, or I'll save them. And next time I need to do something in the garage or another storage area downstairs, I know I've got a couple extra bulbs. So 10 bulbs, fine. $45. So that means $4.50 each on these bulbs. That doesn't, you know, I guess that's the standard price nowadays. But can you believe I was seeing some other ones, and they had a 2-pack like this for like $24, $26, $28, and it was like $14 or $16 each. And I'm like, what on earth? Who would want to do that? And those were some that it would last 37,000 or 36,000 hours. And they were kind of made differently. These, I think, have some mercury in them. And the other ones, they were mercury free. And the outside, I think, was a hard plastic white shell like this. These are glass. If you break that, you really don't want to do that when you throw those away. You're supposed to recycle them properly, take them to the dump and stuff. You're not supposed to break them up. Because then you let loose whatever's down inside. Okay, those things were so expensive, and I'm like, how come? Well, I guess if you've got a light fixture that's a 2-bulb light fixture in a particular area where you use it all the time, it might be worth it to have those other types of bulbs. Okay, but you'll just have to decide. They've got 2 or 3 different styles at the store. Okay. Hey, stick around. I've got more to tell you, of course.